I can't imagine if my healing process had been set back, or if I was at a point where I just was never going to get back to the place where I was. I just don't see myself being able to thrive if I didn't have the quality of the devices and parts that I do. I'm Miranda. I'm 24 years old. I currently live in Parker, Colorado. Wednesday, November 1st was just a standard day. I was, got up at 6:40, started to get ready. I walk my dog before work. I was listening to a podcast, like just totally my normal morning, and I stepped on this patch of ice. My left leg went out from under me, and then I was on the ground in so much pain. I'm trying to lift my leg and my ankle up, and it's kind of just like falls over, and I'm like, okay. So that's not something I'm gonna be able to stand up. Once I was in the ambulance, I'm feeling a lot better. We got there and we got x-rays. The ER doctor comes back and is like, you've actually broken all 3 of your ankle bones and your fibula. And I'm sitting there like, what? Like, what do you mean? How is that? I'm asking, how is this possible? Like, I just slipped and fell. And she was like, because it's all 3 ankle bones, you're gonna need surgery. A couple days after that, we met with the surgeon, and he kind of talked us through the plan. And at the time, I'm like, it's so funny. I was telling the surgeon, it's so ironic. I work at Paragon 28, which, we manufacture and ship out surgical equipment for foot and ankle surgeries. And he was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've used their products a couple times. Do you want to use Paragon products? And I was like, well, yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And so, we kind of set on that. He's like, yep, I'll get it set up. Surgery's in a week.
In Miranda's surgery, I was extremely satisfied with the ability of Paragon's implants to provide rigid fixation as well as restore the normal anatomy of her ankle. We were able to restore fibular length, alignment, and rotation, which is extremely important for patients, as well as provide rigid syndesmotic fixation to allow the syndesmosis to heal. This combination of implants allowed us to really achieve a great outcome with the surgery, and this did translate into her doing very well very early clinically.
It gives you a new appreciation for life, and for me, a new appreciation for what Paragon does. When you're working there, it's important, but after being on the table and being on the receiving end, I'm like, no, this is really important. Like, it's so incredible being on the other side of this and having such a crazy random injury that takes you out of it back to I'm pretty much doing life again.